Alright, folks, we are back. And, if I remember correctly, let's see. So we could return to Yorvasker. However, that is not what we're going to be doing. I need to check my items. I have plenty of potions. But I need to drop a bunch of stuff off. Sorry, it's been a while. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me and my family. We've had some stuff to take care of, so I've been unable to record as frequently as I would like. Try to take care of some of that stuff. Okay, well here's my issue. Swords, and I have this, which... Okay. So let's go dump some stuff off back at the house, and then we can run over to Yorvasker. Let's see, do I still have my followers? Okay, Farkas is with me. There's an elk down there. Alright. I also need to drop off a bunch of this excess food. Because I am carrying quite a bit of stuff that I don't need. And also, I was noticing that these need to be turned down. Because I have entirely too loud thunderbolts. What have I got? Thunderbolts? Okay. I've got a bunch of cats clamoring for attention right now. I got one on my lap and the other one wants to be on my lap, so that's fun. So let me up there. No. It's not your turn. He was sitting with me for a while when I was getting everything ready, so he decided to leave and another one decided to hop on. So now he wants to be the center of attention again. But back to the babbling brooks. Oof. There we go. Gotta figure out my aim again. Not having access to a horse is definitely gonna slow my roll a little bit here, but that's alright. We're just gonna be doing some basic management anyway. How am I doing on money? Okay, pretty good. Makes me wonder if going back to the house is the right idea after all. There we go. Goodness. Try to figure out the aim again. Without that crosshair, it's pretty rough sometimes. And we'll go up this way. Yeah, I'm gonna dump off everything that I don't intend to sell. Leave a silver sword, because this is my favorite, like... This is probably my favorite looking weapon in the whole game. There's just something about a silver sword that I really quite like. It's like a long thin blade, but it's got the ornamentation on it by the hilt that I just really like. I think it's really neat. And we should be closing in on Golden Hills pretty soon. What's this, moonstone? No, it's iron. Who are you?
No!
You stay away.
Do your work.
Oh boy.
But I will have your blood.
No, 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 no. Don't give me the... Goodness. Okay, that was fun. Thanks for the help, Farkas. Alright. make sure I didn't just get... Really? Now how do I get rid of this? Well, poor boy. Well, if you don't know how to get rid of it, your best bet is to visit a shrine, and I have one at the house, so I guess it does work out. Take all that. I could drink a potion of cure disease, but I don't want to waste those. I want to save them, because I'm going to be fighting a lot more vampires when the Dawn Guard DLC rolls around. And I don't want to be a vampire. I just don't like it, being a vampire in Skyrim. Even when after Dawn Guard came out the first time, it was just never my, it was never my forte. Oh, scared the crap out of me. Whee! Alright. Let's go over here now. I need to brush up on some of the copyright laws while I'm at it, because all my videos have been getting striked. Like, you can't have that music. I've always wondered how the relationship between playing a game works with regard to the fair use laws. Because I'm just covering the game. I'm not actually taking credit for any of the music or even the game. I'm just playing it and giving my own, like, rendition, basically. Well, my own version of events that happen in the game. It's not like I'm taking credit for anything that happens inside of the game with regard to profit. I mean, I don't make any money doing this anyway. I just do this for fun. So, okay, I gotta start organizing my stuff again. I know that's not exactly premium content, but it must be done. It's so dark in here. Nice. I don't know how, I mean, well, I do know how it translates. Some of it looks a lot brighter. Whoops, that shouldn't be public. I need to turn that off. I just blanked. Oh yeah. Like, I know some of it translates to be a lot brighter. Okay, that's gone. So, I don't want to burn your eyes, but I also have trouble seeing in really dark environments. How does this thing work? Oh, you just turn milk into butter. Okay. Which I guess is exactly kind of how it works in real life. Okay, now where do I... Now I'm starting to see why I've got things the way I've got them. So, sorry, it's been so long since I've been back, folks. I apologize for all the rigmarole. Now I see why I haven't stored any food, because there's not a storage bin for food here. That makes perfect sense. Well, either way, I've got to... This is probably just a general... Yeah. Most of this can be sold. Where am I keeping the scrolls? Probably in here. No, this is my gem chest. I always do one of these in my own personal playthroughs as well. And the reason being... Oh, I forgot to put those up. The reason being, gems don't weigh much, but you don't often have to turn them into money, so I don't like to carry them around. I just leave them in that, and if I need to turn them into money, I just go grab the gems from the... I go grab the gems from the old chest. And scrolls I kind of treat basically the same way. It's not something that I generally carry around as a use item. Because if you need to make like 1,500 bucks real quick, all you do is grab a bunch of gems, grab the scrolls out of your house, and then run over to the nearest town, and you can sell gems to the general merchant, and you can sell all the rest of it to the wizard, if you will. Alright, so you know what? We're gonna start a new ingredients box here. This is all the food that I'm gonna carry. And let's see what's in here. Okay, good. Do I have any big soul gems that I need to put away? No. Alright. Whoops. That's not what I was looking for. Let me see, how am I doing on potions? Health and healing. I've got quite a few of those. Magic is the potions that I need, but I don't have a lot of magic ingredients right now, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of all this. Yep. Oh, looks like I'm out of salt. Let's see if I have any in here. I have one. Okay, well, I'll take that. I'll keep the staves here. Alright. Excuse me, sir. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah. This is classic Skyrim right there. Alright. Now I'm done with that. Food, ingredients. I could probably put all these away too. Looks like this is what I'm doing with the letters and books. Of course, I'm gonna have a million of these that I can't remove now. That's fun. Alright. We're gonna go turn this quest in now. But first, whoops. Go ahead and store the ingots and one silver sword. I think that these are glitched. Whoops. What I mean by that is, even with the perk, now this was just in another playthrough that I was doing on my own, that was just kind of something I was doing for me. I could never seem to improve or enchant silver swords, even with the arcane blacksmith perk. So I was wondering if they were glitched out or if there was just something that I was missing. So I don't exactly know what was going on with that. If it's because it's like a Wuthrat item that already has its own effect, or exactly what that was. So what's my latent magic now? 195, but that's with items, right? I'm sorry, folks. It's been so long. I gotta bring myself back up to scruff here. So increased by 20. So it's increased by 20, so 175 is my natural magic. So I need to put more into magic. I like to get my magic up to about 300. Put in about, 20 good levels. Because that's really, in my experience, about what you need to be. I'm paying you. That's really, in my experience, what you need to be, let's call it effective. Okay, so this is where the random stuff goes.
Huh.
And this makes flour and straw. It's pretty useful for some of the DLCs. There goes my train of thought again. Let's get back on the main road. Yeah, I just lost it again, folks. Huh. Well. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, it must not have been that important. Anyway, we're gonna go back to Whiterun. And also, one of my keybinds came undone, so that's fun. Well, at any rate...
No!
Whoops.
Yeah.
It never ceases to amaze me how poor of an assassin they really are. You're just gonna stand right here. I can see you. That wall is not... It's like... Sometimes when you're out in public and you just randomly see people do something that's just completely absurd, and it's like, do you notice that there are other, like, people around? You don't need to behave that way, but... it's always best to keep those sort of thoughts to yourself. These days, folks seem to get more and more unhinged as the days go along. And it is almost summertime, so... Gotta be pretty cognizant of the fact that there are some real whack jobs out there, and it's better to keep your private thoughts private, where people that are of a more aggressive persuasion leave you be. That has been my unfortunate experience most often than not. There are always people that are just looking for trouble. No rationale behind it. So, I tend to mind my own business. Now, you know, you can't help what you observe.
I'd stay away if I were you.
You know, you can't help to obviously what you observe. If you see someone doing something, then it just is what it is. But don't let your gaze linger too long. There's always somebody looking for trouble. I wonder what's going on over there. And rather than let that trouble find you because you can't control your eyeballs, glance at it and continue on with your life. It's probably healthier to do that sort of thing anyway. Although perhaps this is just very basic knowledge anyway. At any rate, in other news, it's good to be back. I was debating on whether or not I would even record tonight, but I'm glad that I decided I did. Or decided to. It's been nice to get back in the world of Skyrim. There goes one.
No!
And there goes the other two. Oh yeah, back to my earlier thoughts about how the copyright laws work. I need to research that because I have no earthly idea. And I mean, I'm not really making any profit off of it, so it doesn't necessarily matter, but it would be nice to not get myself into trouble. I'm already not making money, so what's the point of getting a cease and desist letter in the mail? Or, I mean, then again, if you strike a YouTube channel that's got like 25 subscribers, you're kind of a dick anyway, but... Did I say that out loud? Whoops. I never understood quite why these, like, I understand wanting to protect your intellectual property, especially for people like musicians and other artists that they don't they rely on their content being monetized because they're artists and that's the way that they make their living. That's completely understandable. But like for these large corporations, they have so much money that it's less than a drop in a bucket and they become so litigious and they chase people down. And it's very odd to me, I guess. I never quite I mean, perhaps that's just because I'm not business minded, but it's very odd to me that that's what they choose to do with their time. Like, there's nothing better for you to do than chase down random people. Well, I suppose that's why I'm not a billionaire, right? But the older I get, the more I realize that that kind of doesn't have any value anyway. For what good does it do for a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? Can't remember where I read that. But I need to take a more detailed look at my quest log and see where we're gonna go. I think he is at Windhelm. This I'm not ready for. This I don't really need to do. Let's see. Find the work at the ruins of Bethalft. And I need to. This is just gonna kind of happen. Huh. Well.
I'm on my way to Windhelm to join up with.
Well, he is going the right way.
Stormcloaks.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, folks. I couldn't swing the boom down fast enough. Ooh, good lord. Hello.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
Oh, the Dawn God. I don't know around what level I'll be doing a lot of these quests at because it's a tough proposition. I think this is Madron's caravan. And now I'm regretting not carrying the gems with me. Because I could have just sold them here, but I'll sell some other stuff to this guy. He'll buy like my random bits of jewelry and other things that I need to get out of my inventory. And then, depending on time, I'll probably jet up to Windhelm and try to get that Saints and Seducers quest completed just so that it's done. Wait a minute.
Need something?
Oh, here we go. Nice. I've dealt with the Saints and Seducers I've heard you've had trouble with.
Excellent. And now, please, accept this token of appreciation.
Nice. What have you got for
Take
sale?
a look.
I don't need this. I won't remember to put that on anyway, so what's the point? I don't know if I have that enchantment. I don't need that really, but I don't necessarily want to turn it into gold either. And do I have any of these that I can get rid of? That's actually a pretty good resistance potion. Let's just get rid of these. That's a good fire potion. I don't like the stamina potions. Yeah, my potions are significantly better than the minor ones, so just get rid of that.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Thank you. Well, I guess we're not going to Windhelm anymore. That's nice. I'm just trying to clear up some of these quests so they're not so invasive all the time. Well, so that my screen isn't completely boogered up. It never gets old, does it? It really doesn't. They struck gold with this one. I hope that they can do it again. But now they've been purchased by
You're someone who can get
Microsoft.
things, the finest weapons and armor.
So it's hard to say. What? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, man. Well.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Guess I've got a new enchantment. I hope.
Be careful.
Yes, quite.
Staying safe, I hope.
Storming the Silver Hand hideout is something that I quite enjoy, but I don't enjoy like being a werewolf. Now, the only reason I don't enjoy being a werewolf is because it's relatively difficult to cure. I mean, you can fight the Glenmoral witches and do all that, but it's a nightmare. Oh, I do have the two-hand enchantment because of the gauntlets that I broke down from that very beginning. And we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, you can enchant cloaks. That's extremely useful. What can you enchant them with? Oh. Do I have the resist magic? No. That's pretty cool though. Well, I got a free level out of it. Well, not a free level, I had to pay out the nose, but... Excuse me, Miko. That is my one criticism of Skyrim. The dogs aren't immortal. They need to work on that. I had to download a mod.
Everything all right?
Because I don't like to lose my pup because of an errant spell. Parkour! Ah, hello, my brethrens and maidens. Thou art a maidenless drunkard. Yes. Anyway, come on, Farkas, do the speech. Speech. What? There we go.
Brothers and sisters of the Circle, today we welcome a new soul into our mortal fold. This man has endured, has challenged, and has shown his valor. Who will speak for him?
I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us.
Would you raise your shield in his defense?
I would stand at his back, that the world might never overtake us.
And would you raise your sword in his honor?
It stands ready to meet the blood of his foes.
And would you raise a mug in his name?
I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in his stories.
Then the judgment of this circle is complete. His heart beats with fury and courage that have united the companions since the days of the distant green summers. Let it beat with ours, that the mountains may echo and our enemies may tremble at the call.
It
It
shall
shall
be
be
so.
so.
Where did you even come from?
Well, boy, you're one of us now. I trust you won't disappoint.
What's up, bro? One of the coolest character designs is probably Codlac. It's a shame that the wolf armor is cool, but also let me show you guys something that bothers me. Skjor doesn't wear
I'm
gauntlets.
still trying to figure out why Skjor let you in the first place.
Okay. That kind of attitude is why she'll never be in the circle. Yes. Alright, so actually, is there another one that we can clean up? We can do the Battle of the Champions, but I don't see any reason to do that. Speak with the leader of the Dawn Guard. No, no, no. Alright. So everything in Whiterun is effectively done. This was just a bit of a housekeeping episode, really. So
Your children, your very lives.
we are gonna wander on back to... Actually, I want to turn some stuff on real quick. And... that's north of Mistwatch. Where is Crystal Drift Cave? Okay. Well, at any rate, now I know where that stuff is. Oops. I think before long we'll probably go hunting for the standing stones so that I can get that bonus item. I think it's 50% stamina and magicka regeneration. I wish it was health, but I think I'm wearing the hat of regeneration, right? Yeah. This actually goes really good with this armor set. No, don't do that. It looks like an old dwarven helmet, kind of. Is that a heart? That's actually kind of neat. That goes pretty good with the dwarven set, actually. Well, I got the shock resistance boots now. I need to find an enchanted item of resist magicka, because even if I find like a 15%, that'll be such a huge benefit for me. Being able to resist 30% of all magical damage types is really strong. Well, I think it's... what is my natural? Yeah, so I get magic resistance just by virtue of being a Breton. I think we're gonna make some magicka potions, level my alchemy a bit, and we'll go from there. Okay. And that'll probably conclude our business for today. Again, I'm sorry I was out for so long. It was a busy few weeks for me. There was a lot going on, and I needed to take some time and spend it with my family. But we're back, baby. looks like these are Imperials? Yes.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
I'm on my way, partner. No need to get violent.
What can I do for you?
Give me all your gold. Runneth thine pockets, scoundrel. So, now we can think about what to do next episode. I'm debating on whether or not I should just flesh out and finish the companions' quests. And my reasoning behind that, well, I'd like to find some more magic resistance items first, just because those Glenmoral witches are very hard to deal with if you don't have lots of latent magical resistance, and Kodlak sends you to do it on your own, which is not always an easy task. I mean, if I had... I could go grab Spellbreaker, but that's also... that one sends you into the... Cool. That one sends you into a Dwarven Ruin. So that's neat. I knew I heard something over here. Is it you, Torskar? Yeah. Tolskar the Wanderer. And being sent into those Dwarven Ruins is not always advisable for someone that is my level. I think it's a bit easier if you're not playing survival and you're not playing with the Wildcat mod, because it definitely, the damage threshold that you can take is significantly lower. You have to plan your combat a little bit more. I have been considering tweaking the settings a little bit, largely just because the problem that, and y'all can tell me how you feel about this down in the comments, but the problem that generally occurs in, say, vanilla Skyrim is you run into a place where if you play, this is the only reason I don't really play on Legendary, because you just wind up standing in front of enemies for like 20 minutes, smacking them with a stick until you gotta give them, it's like that meme with the dog and the baseball bat. Bonk. You just bonk them for like 35 minutes and nothing really happens, and then they one-shot you, and it's kind of just a generally frustrating experience. So far, I've preferred the Wildcat mod, because it seems a lot more realistic. Like, you can... This must be the Dragon Mound he was talking about in the comments. Okay, that's kind of cool. But at least with this, it's like a give and receive damage thing, and some of the enemies are still stronger. Like, obviously a giant's going to have a significantly larger damage and cripple threshold than you're going to have, and it makes it seem more balanced. Because especially if you play as a battle mage, it is a little bit frustrating when you hit someone with a fireball that's the size of their forehead and they just go and eat it. It's kind of annoying. So, but y'all can let me know what you think. I can boost it up to legendary and play and like kind of change the effects of the Wildcat mod to suit what y'all would be interested in a playthrough. But my personal feeling is that I haven't altered a lot of the settings with Wildcat. I just kind of left it at baseline and left all the cripple effects normal, and the damage effects, I didn't really change the damage threshold for anything. And I've been enjoying that a lot more, because was it frustrating to die 987,000 times to that one random pantsless man? Oh yes. But sweet victory was attained. So it was cool. And it was a little bit more enjoyable than, you know, because at least he wasn't a massive damage sponge. If I would have ran up and hit him with the sword earlier, it would have been easier, but ironically enough, it worked out good. These are good restore health ingredients. But it's good to be back in Skyrim. It really is one of those games that just, it doesn't really get old. Now this playthrough will probably go on for quite some time, so I might do intermittent breaks where I record something different, just to spice it up a little bit. I'll probably be doing Fallout 3. But I haven't decided on that yet. I wanted to do Fallout 4, but they released this update that is like pretty contentious and like breaks a lot of mods. I haven't read into it a lot, so you know, don't quote me on that as gospel, but I've read in a few different places that this was just, it was a bad update that broke a lot of mods. They're gonna have to be fixed, and that will, because I was thinking I would do like modded survival, but if I do decide to do Fallout 4 and it's modded, I'm gonna install a mod that lets you save in survival mode, just for the sake of like viewership. It's not gonna be fun for y'all to watch me 900 times go back and go back and go back and go back just because I died and I slept in Sanctuary and I got murked and conquered. That's not an enjoyable viewing experience, and it's not an enjoyable playing experience either. So, and that's just my feeling, you know. If my infinite frustration adds to viewership, then sure. If y'all like it, I'll do it. But another game I kind of wanted to play is Don't Starve, but I'm really not good at that game. I just play it for fun, and you can tell that I play it for fun when I play it because I'm not that good at it. It's rough for me, but I do enjoy it. It is a lot of fun for me. So let's see, what do I have that restores magic? Because I need to make some magic potions. Health. Elves ear, but I don't have enough of that. Well, this restores magic. Ah, Red Mountain Flower and Moritapalina. I think I only had 11 of them, so that's all that I need to take. See if there's anything else. Really? Let's fortify. Alright. Oh, this is where I've been storing the potions. Okay, so I don't have any. Go ahead and do that. I think those are all the ingredients I had. Yep. Oh, I did it. Nice. Now don't do the thing where you block me in. Okay, so I've got some pretty good ingredients hanging out. Resist magic and resist magic. Yep. Just for my own curiosity, I want to see how much I can resist magic with that potion, because that might give me a pretty good 6%, huh? Well, I might as well do it, but if I combine that with some of the other ones, I can bring my resistance to one type up to about 40%. So that's pretty reasonable, I would say. I like to leave these. They look so nice. Alright, folks. Well, I'm sorry for the long delay, but I appreciate you sticking by and waiting for all the episodes. And I will hopefully not make you wait for too much longer. I'll be able to record some more. My time is freeing up, and I have more ability to actually be recording episodes and be more engaged. So, again, I apologize for my long, let's call it absence. So, it's been nice to be back. As always, folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, and stick around for the next episode. Have a great day, folks. Bye now.